was a Tuesday afternoon in January of 2025 when a 911 dispatcher in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, took a frantic call. The man on the line was 20-year-old Terrance Corbin, a babysitter watching two small children, a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old girl. He was about to tell first responders a story, but it was only a fraction of the horrifying truth that was about to be uncovered. The incident started around 4 p.m. First, Corbin made a call to the children's mother, telling her the 18-month-old Malaya Banks was breathing abnormally. But just minutes later, the situation escalated. Corbin dialed 911, and his story became far more dire. The little girl wasn't breathing at all. When police arrived, they saw that Malaya was in critical condition and immediately rushed her to Baptist Health Hardin, a nearby hospital. From there, she was airlifted to Norton Children's Hospital. Corbin had tried to paint a picture of a sudden medical crisis, but what investigators would soon uncover was a violent and calculated betrayal. At the hospital, the real story started to come into focus, and it was sickening. Malaya's injuries didn't point to an illness. They screamed of brutal violence. Doctors found significant swelling and bleeding around her scalp and face. They discovered bleeding on her brain and, most disturbingly, multiple skull fractures. A pediatrician specializing in child abuse was brought in, and their assessment was chilling. They stated that Malaya's skull fractures were the worst they had ever seen in their entire medical career. Can you imagine the pain and fear she was in? It's no wonder police would later call the case the most heinous, despicable, disgusting crime that law enforcement is tasked with investigating. For 2 days, little Malaya fought for her life at the hospital, but her injuries were just too severe. She passed away on Thursday afternoon. With the medical evidence completely destroying his story, Terrance Corbin was arrested and charged with murder. A Hardin County grand jury later indicted him, and he was booked into the Hardin County Detention Center, held on a $500,000 cash bond. He faced a sentence that could range from 20 years to death penalty if convicted. We place an immense amount of trust in the people who care for our children. When the trust is shattered, the consequences are beyond devastating. It really makes you wonder, what can we do as a community to better protect our most vulnerable? Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments respectfully. This case is a heartbreaking reminder that sometimes the greatest dangers can exist behind closed doors. For Malaya, a trusted caregiver became the source of unimaginable terror. While the legal system now moves to bring justice for her death, her story serves a tragic lesson about the vital importance of vigilance in preventing child abuse. The life of an 18-month-old girl wasn't just lost. It was stolen by an act of profound betrayal. You have to be so careful of who you let around your kids. You never know somebody's intentions. As parents, it's our job to protect our kids no matter the cost.